Hello, and welcome to The Topic, where we highlight Houston City College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Daniel Scholl, a financial coach here at HCC, and we're here every week when HCC is in session on Facebook, YouTube, and HCC TV. On this edition of Financial Focus, we're looking at starting the new academic year off right with Shannell Foster, the financial coach at HCC's Southwest College. Shannell, welcome in. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Dan.
Absolutely. We're thrilled that you're here. Hey, every semester we get new students, and especially at the beginning of the year, we get a lot of new students. For all those students out there that are new or maybe have been around but haven't heard about financial coaching, can you tell us what is a financial coach?
Sure. Well, I tell people who ask me this question to think of a financial coach as a personal money coach. So just like a football coach, a track coach, or a swim coach, our main goal is to help individuals improve a specific set of skills, and in this case, it would be money management skills. We help support them in reaching their goals. So in this case, financial goals, and we guide and teach them on how to make wise decisions. So in this case, we help them with making wise financial decisions. And so we do all of this via one-on-one appointments. They can come in person or virtual, and we have various financial literacy events, and we also do in-class presentations. But in a nutshell, that's what financial coach is.
Excellent. And so if a student's interested in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, how do they get in touch with you?
So they can join. Well, to get in contact with me, they can email me. My email address is chanel.foster@hccs.edu. But we have a team of financial coaches, and the best way to reach any financial coach is to visit the HCC website at hccs.edu. And if you search for financial coach, it'll bring up our page, our financial coaching page. And from there, you can book an appointment in person or virtual with any financial coach.
Okay. And that's at any college, right? I know you're kind of located at Southwest, but any
Yes,
student across the system can, even if you're online, we've got a coach for you.
correct. Yeah, we have coaches to cover any campus. So we want to make it really convenient for you to connect with us.
And is there anything specific that a student needs to kind of prepare beforehand to meet with a coach?
So yeah, when meeting with a coach, we have two main goals. One is to figure out and help students figure out and understand what their financial goals are. So when your initial meeting with the financial coach is mainly a discovery session, so they'll discuss your financial goals. So when you go to your appointment, have a couple of your financial goals or think about that for a while, and they'll talk about one or two financial goals that you want to prioritize. I also would suggest bringing your a list of your income and expenses, right? Because in that first meeting, we are going to figure out your current financial situation. So just like a GPS, when you're trying to reach your destination, the first thing you have to put in, or the GPS has to assess, is your current location. And from there, it can guide you to where you want to go. Just like with the first appointment, we'll look at your income, look at some of your expenses, figure out your current financial situation, and help you come up with an action plan to reach your goals.
So I know when I've, met with students, some of them are a little reluctant, right? Because it's embarrassing.
Mhm.
They feel that it's embarrassing.
Yours. Mhm.
What would you say to a student who's a little shy about sharing their financial information?
I would say it's really nothing to be embarrassed about, especially when you're dealing with a financial coach. They'd be surprised. Everyone um, has ups and downs in their finances. Even as adults, there are still things that you can learn. It's always room for improvement. So definitely don't be embarrassed about it. I would say to look at it as an opportunity. It's really an exciting thing because that's the first step in helping you reach your goals. So if you're a student and you're wanting to maybe purchase your first vehicle or save up to get your first apartment, meeting with a financial coach, that's the stepping stone to those things and helping you reach your financial goals. So nothing to be embarrassed about. We've seen
No,
it all, and we've probably made mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and had to learn. So we totally understand it. So
no, I agree wholeheartedly. I always tell people, the financial coach is going to be the least judgmental person you'll probably work with in terms of your finances.
for
Uh,
sure.
we're here to help them reach their goals, not to tell them what their goals should or should not be.
Exactly. The same.
So I know today you've been working at a job fair, work study job fair out there.
Mhm.
Um, you've got a lot going on, I understand, out there at Southwest College. What are some of the
Mhm.
things that you do have lined up for students that they can participate in this semester?
We're excited. From now until the end of the semester, we have various financial coaching tabling events. We have them at the West Loop, Missouri City campus, Stafford campus, all of the campuses in the Southwest. And so at those tabling events, we'll have information on various financial literacy topics, scholarship information, and community resources. We also have workshops, financial literacy lunch and learn workshops. The first one coming up is September the 30th. So during that workshop, we'll have lunch for the students and we'll be talking about student loan repayment, debt management, and digital wallet safety. And so, as you know, Dan, that's a really big thing. A lot of students use things like Apple Pay. So we want to make sure they're practicing being safe with that platform. Mhm.
No, absolutely. I have to be careful when I'm teaching a class, start talking about a checkbook or traditional banking. The Yeah, that whole environment's changing rapidly, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a totally different world out there. So we'll be sharing best practices on that. And then also at all of the events, we have an opportunity to enter scholarships as well. So we
We're
have
going to talk about that a little bit later.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's exciting. And so, if a student wants to find out, like when
Mhm.
things are scheduled at their campus, is there a place they can get that information from?
Well, they can reach out to the financial coach, or they can look at the calendar of events. So if they're in the Southwest campus, or if they attend a campus that's in the Northwest region, there should be on the website a calendar of events, and they can go there and find all the information, or go to our financial coaching page as well.
Excellent. Yeah, college is always offering tons of things for our students,
Mhm.
and yeah, to all the students out there, I just say, talk to your coordinators, talk to your student life people. Look at those calendars. There's lots of exciting things. Chanel, we're going
Right.
to take a quick break. When we
Mhm.
come back, though, we're going to talk about that scholarship that you're talking
Mhm.
about with one of our community partners, PNC Bank.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour. With flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston, HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour. With flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston, HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
Hello, and welcome back to the topic. We're looking at starting off the academic year right with Shannell Foster, the HCC financial coach at Southwest College. Shannell, so you briefly touched on a scholarship opportunity. I know that we've got a partner that we want to kind of talk about. You know, HCC partners with many number of companies in our area. But talk to us specifically about the partnership the coaches have been developing with PNC Bank.
Absolutely. So we're very excited to announce this partnership with PNC Bank. PNC is dedicated to collaborating with all of the financial coaches to help students build a strong financial foundation and deepen their understanding of essential financial topics, whether it's budgeting, savings, understanding the fundamentals of credit, and things of that nature. And so through this partnership, students will enhance their money management skills. And as you know, Dan, these are skills that they'll be using for the rest of their life. So we're excited about that. And with this partnership, our goal is to take a holistic approach to helping students understand money management. So not only do we inform, educate, and teach students these critical money management skills, but through our partnership with PNC Bank, we give them an opportunity to apply the skills that they learn. And so PNC Bank has great opportunities for students, student checking accounts, scholarships, and things of that nature to allow students to be able to practice what they've learned.
So just to be clear, we're not endorsing PNC, but they are, a bank that we're comfortable partnering with. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. Yeah, with no endorsement, they are in the community and they've been really good about bringing resources, in particular the scholarship opportunity to our students. And so that's the value that they bring, and that's really the main basis of our partnership with them.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. They are investing into higher education. They're investing into our future with our students through, some programming, and we can talk more about that in a minute. But one of the ways that they're also doing this is offering a scholarship, correct?
That's correct. That's correct. So it's a really great scholarship opportunity. And basically on December the 1st, PNC Bank will pick 6 students from a drawing, just randomly pick 6 students. And those 6 students will be awarded a $10,000 scholarship each. The only thing they have to do is you have to be 18 and older, be enrolled at HCC, and they are eligible to enter the drawing. And it's open to all students, including international students. So that's a huge opportunity. So we're excited about that partnership and the opportunity.
For sure. And that's citywide, right? That's not just HCC.
Correct. That's not just limited to ACC students. So this scholarship will be open to all colleges. But of course, with the drawing, the more numbers you have in there, we want a lot of numbers from ACC to increase the chances for our students. So that's the goal.
100%. I would love to see an HCC student get one of these scholarships. So do they have to be an account holder with PNC to do this?
No, this has nothing to do with the account side. There's no criteria, no strings attached. You just have to be 18 or older and enrolled in college, and they can enter the drawing.
So how would they enter?
So they would get in contact with any financial coach, and we can connect them with our community partner, or they can connect with the community partner direct, PNC Bank. But the best way is just to reach out to your financial coaches, since we are the contacts, for that partner. Reach out to a financial coach and we'll get them connected.
For sure. And also, if PNC happens to be on campus, they'll have a QR code for students to scan then as well, right?
Absolutely, yes. And so the events that I mentioned earlier in the Southwest region, along with all of the financial coaches, are having these tabling events and different events where our partner PNC Bank will be in attendance. So just stay abreast of what's going on campus and attend those events, and you'll be able to enter the scholarship drawing.
Excellent. So let's talk about scholarships for a second. We're not financial aid advisors to financial coaches, but students do ask us a lot about scholarships, and I know we've got the PNC scholarship that's kind of exciting, but can you talk a little bit about the scholarships page and what resources we have available for other scholarships?
Right. So we have an ACC Foundation page that houses internal and external scholarships. So I would recommend students getting in contact and getting familiar with that HCC Foundation scholarship page. They have a contact information there, a contact person, all of that contact information listed there. But if you go to the page, they have scholarships. One, the HCC Foundation has a scholarship, which is an ACC scholarship for all ACC students. So you definitely want to take advantage of that and apply for that scholarship. But in addition to the ACC scholarship, there are other external scholarships listed from other community partners, and there's a lot of scholarship opportunities as well. So if you visit the page, it has a lot of information for you to go through and apply for as many scholarships as possible.
Absolutely. It takes a little bit of time and effort, but man, it can really pay off.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. I know there's a lot of scams out there and a lot of ne'er-do-wells, if you will, on the internet. On that scholarship page, does it also have information about how to avoid scams?
I believe it does. It should have, yes, information on how to avoid scams. And you can also connect with the financial coach as well. We help students understand and come up with the strategy to apply for scholarships, and we can help you with that process as well. But it's a wealth of information on that scholarship page.
And, I know the semester's already started. Is it too late to start applying for scholarships?
It's never too late. So scholarships, there are deadlines. So you always want to be, be ahead of that. There's certain deadlines, but there are scholarships that are available year round. So it's just a matter of getting out there and being proactive about finding those opportunities.
And for those that may not know, you can get scholarships from outside HCC and have it apply here, right?
Yes.
And if you have more this is the exciting thing about scholarships, right? If you have more scholarships than you do tuition, what happens to that money?
You get to keep it.
You get to keep it. How exciting is that? All right. Thank you for all this good information. That's exciting to hear about PNC. I hope we win all the scholarships here with our students.
I do. I hope ACC sweeps all 6 spots.
I hope so. Hey, we're going to take another quick break, but when we return, let's talk about financial hygiene.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour. With flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston, HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
(150/90).
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Lowering them could save you from having a stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour. With flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston, HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
Hello, and welcome back to The Topic. Shannell Foster is our guest. She's a financial coach here at HCC Southwest College, and we're just discussing events in the fall and getting your best foot forward. And Shannell, I mentioned before I want to talk a little bit about financial hygiene. I'm assuming that's nothing to do with soap and water, right?
You're right about that. So financial hygiene is all about financial readiness. So think about it like this: with your personal hygiene intact, it allows you to be confident, ready to face your day, and present yourself in the best way possible. So, in the same aspect, we help students with their financial readiness. So, they'll be confident when making their daily financial decisions, and they'll be in the best position possible to achieve their financial goals. So, financial readiness includes things like establishing a budget, emergency savings account, and having a debt management plan in place.
Love it. That's a great analogy. All right, so let's talk about those things. First and foremost, you said a budget. I remember when I was in college, I felt poor. I felt like I didn't have any money, so I don't need a budget. Do only rich people need budgets?
No, everybody needs a budget. In fact, the rich people, they have budgets. That's why they're rich.
So tell me about that. How does having a budget help somebody?
So basically, having a budget in place, it helps you understand how you're spending your money, and it helps you be intentional about making sure your money is going towards things that will help you reach your financial goals. That's number one. Also, having a budget helps you to avoid overspending, and it helps prevent you from falling into debt, which is a whole nother like downward spiral you definitely want to avoid. So a budget is really important.
So we'll talk about debt, getting out of debt, because you mentioned debt management here. But yeah, I totally agree, right? Everybody, I don't care if you have $1 or $1 million, you should be budgeting it to make sure it's doing what you want it to do. In addition to budgeting, I hear people talk about tracking expenses. Is that part of the deal?
Absolutely. So tracking expenses, it helps you understand where your money is going. And also it can open up a whole nother area and help you understand, for instance, why you may spend money the way you do. So that's a whole nother thing as well. So for example, some people may, if they are sad or feeling down, they may go out and spend money, or if they're excited, they just go and spend money, or if they're bored. So tracking your spending is really important because it helps you, stay within your budget and let you know when you're overspending, and it kind of helps you focus on making sure you're making the right spending decisions.
Well, and you just brought up a great point, right? Because I think when we talk about budgeting and we talk about tracking, people just think, oh, it's just a spreadsheet, right? Money management is just a spreadsheet. But you're talking about emotions. You're talking about things that are not mathematical. And talk to me about how a financial coach helps with that side of it as well.
So when we sit and talk with students during the tracking, when we help them tracking their spending and understand where their money is going, I've seen a lot of students, the light clicks when they see how much money they're spending in certain subjects, such as fast food or maybe just online shopping for whatever reason. So it's really, they're not really realizing what they're doing until after the fact. So sitting with a financial coach helps them to kind of get out of that and take a bird's eye view of what they're doing. And we can talk them through that and, ask them the pertinent questions to help them start really processing and understanding what they're doing versus just swiping a card or going online and tapping the button. So just even bringing that to the forefront, that gets them thinking, and at least we plant the seed.
Yeah, and I think it's important too, for students to remember, it's not just math, right? It's complex. Money management is complex because you are dealing with emotions and feelings.
Definitely. We see it all the time. Maybe students, they feel led to help their family members in a situation and they really want to do it, and everybody wants to help their family members, but they may not have it. And, they have other financial goals. So it's a lot to it. And so we help students navigate this space as financial coaches.
The other thing that you mentioned was debt management. Now, obviously a lot of people take out student loans. And so I think this is a topic that is very relevant to students. How does a financial coach help somebody deal with debt, right? Isn't it just paying it off? Isn't it that simple?
It's not that simple. So we help students understand, their debt ratio and how much, debt they're dealing with. In regards to student loans, we help students come up with the plan, and we walk them through the process of talking to their student loan servicer and understanding what they need to do to make sure that they're staying on top of that. Um, um, Outside of that, also having debt, it impacts your future purchases. So if you are planning on purchasing, a home, or if you have credit cards, believe it or not, that debt has a huge impact on a lot of factors, such as how much financing you may be eligible for, credit limits on your credit card. So it's more than just one simple thing. It's a lot of factors involved to it, and we help students understand that so they'll make wise decisions. All debt isn't bad debt, but it's important to manage it and pay it off as soon as possible.
No, I love what you just said there, right? All debt is not bad debt. Sometimes you do need to take a student loan to get through school, right? Sometimes you need to take a car loan. You can need to buy a mortgage. But yeah, when so many people are just out there swiping, it doesn't seem like much, but that kind of credit card use can really sneak up on you.
Yeah. And besides that, we help students understand, do I have the capacity to take on additional debt? So we help them look at all of that instead of just going out and applying, assess where you are right now, because you have to pay that back. So those kind of things is what we help students understand.
Well, I think it's incredibly important that students take advantage of this. And I think it's exciting that HCC is offering this to their students. If anybody needs any help on this, or, wants to delve really beyond these things, we could talk about any subject, but tell us one more time, how does a student get started with financial coaching here at HCC?
The best way to do it is to go to our HCC webpage, hccs.edu, and in the search tab, just type in financial coach, will pop up. Go to the financial coaching page, and you have the option of scheduling an appointment, virtual or in person, with any financial coach. And that's the first step.
Awesome. Shannell, thanks for coming in today, and thanks for all that you do with our students.
Thanks for having me. Thank
Absolutely.
you for the opportunity.
Come back anytime. And I want to thank you for joining us here today on The Topic. If you enjoy the show, please follow us on Facebook and YouTube as Houston Community College District. To listen to The Topic and more HCC TV programming, visit hccs.edu/podcasts. For The Topic here on HCC TV, I'm Daniel Scholl.